Hey guys, this is the market recap for Thursday, May 21st, and we'll go ahead and start back in the morning session. We know that right here at about market open, we were a little bit in a channel. We had some support and some resistance. When we broke down, we had our first high probability set up here at the mid band below the zero line, 38% retracement, and we hit our target here, which was the outer band and the extension point, 61%. Your next shot was here at the mid-band and zero line. You had a little bit of momentum coming into the zero line, but again, you just don't know if the next leg is going to continue or fail with the trend. So this one just happened to pivot higher. From here, we didn't really have a nice long setup. The LRC was coming up. We had strong momentum into this area. If there was a long, I could say that, you could possibly look at it from here, kind of looking at this as a W off the zero line. This first area was probably too aggressive. And even at this point, you're below that LRC, which is kind of flat and right into your area. So this is just kind of aggressive. Won't really call that a high probability setup. You can see what happens. We pop up and fail immediately. Once we come back down, we have a pullback to our LRC mid-band. You could have actually given this a shot, and if you had your boundary one tick above this, you might have gotten high ticked. But you can see at this point, we still had a valid area, and we're below the zero line as well. So you would have wanted to give that a re-entry if you got high ticked on the first entry point. And you can see that we broke down to the outer band and 61% extension, with the 610 telling us that there's no potential for divergence at this point and the momentum is down. So you could have held until you have a little divergence here at the 100%, closer to the 879 and a quarter area. All right, so we pop back up. We have this price area of resistance, retest of the 61 mid-band below the zero line. You could have gotten short here. Again, your next target would have been the outer band, retest of that fib level. Nice little 3-point potential on that trade. We kind of went flat through here. We had a strong pop up, not really an entry point here for another short. We went flat, had a support on the zero line LRC. We were below the mid band and we were in a channel, so not really a high probability long here. The first high probability long that I like is at this area where you actually have momentum come into the market, break up, make a higher high, a pullback to your LRC mid band above the zero line. All right, and then carries out to your outer band. You have another entry point here where you pull back to the LRC mid-band and Bollinger Band, still way above the zero line. So 2 entry points here, and you really could have carried this thing out all the way up until market close somewhere around 888.